I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. The scientists of today think deeply instead of clearly. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. Let the future tell the truth, and evaluate each one according to his work and accomplishments. The present is theirs, the future, for which I have really worked, is mine. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. I do not think there is any thrill that can go through the human heart like that felt by the inventor as he sees some creation of the brain unfolding to success. Such emotions make a man forget food, sleep, friends, love, everything. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. Today's scientists have substituted mathematics for experiments, and they wander off through equation after equation, and eventually build a structure which has no relation to reality. The scientific man does not aim at an immediate result. He does not expect that his advanced ideas will be readily taken up. His work is like that of the planter, for the future. His duty is to lay the foundation for those who are to come, and point the way. He lives and labors and hopes. Throughout space there is energy. Is this energy static or kinetic? If static, our hopes are in vain. If kinetic, and this we know it is, for certain, then it is a mere question of time when men will succeed in attaching their machinery to the very wheelwork of nature. Every living being is an engine geared to the wheelwork of the universe. Though seemingly affected only by its immediate surrounding, the sphere of external influence extends to infinite distance. This planet, with all its appalling immensity, is to electric currents virtually no more than a small metal ball. Though free to think and act, we are held together, like the stars in the firmament, with ties inseparable. These ties cannot be seen, but we can feel them. In the 21st century, the robot will take the place which slave labor occupied in ancient civilization. The spread of civilization may be likened to that of fire, first, a feeble spark, next a flickering flame, then a mighty blaze, ever increasing in speed and power. Our senses enable us to perceive only a minute portion of the outside world. Money does not represent such a value as men have placed upon it. All my money has been invested into experiments with which I have made new discoveries enabling mankind to have a little easier life. Of all the frictional resistances, the one that most retards human movement is ignorance. Instinct is something which transcends knowledge. We have, undoubtedly, certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction, or any other willful effort of the brain, is futile. It is paradoxical, yet true, to say, that the more we know the more ignorant we become in the absolute sense, for it is only through enlightenment that we become conscious of our limitations. Precisely one of the most gratifying results of intellectual evolution is the continuous opening up of new and greater prospects. The individual is ephemeral, races and nations come and pass away, but man remains. Therein lies the profound difference between the individual and the whole. Invention is the most important product of man's creative brain. The ultimate purpose is the complete mastery of mind over the material world, the harnessing of human nature to human needs. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. Be alone, that is the secret of invention. Be alone, that is when ideas are born. Life is and will ever remain an equation incapable of solution, but it contains certain known factors. My paramount desire today, which guides me in everything I do, is an ambition to harness the forces of nature for the service of mankind. Peace can only come as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment. Fights between individuals, as well as governments and nations, invariably result from misunderstandings in the broadest interpretation of this term. Misunderstandings are always caused by the inability of appreciating one another's point of view. Three possible solutions of the great problem of increasing human energy are answered by the three words: food, peace, work. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. The last 29 days of the month are the toughest. We crave for new sensations but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. A man cannot be saved from his own foolishness or vice by someone else's efforts or protests, but only by the use of his own will. We all make mistakes, and it is better to make them before we begin. Man, like the universe, is a machine. Nothing enters our minds or determines our actions which is not directly or indirectly a response to stimuli beating upon our sense organs from without.